Hey there, Cosmos' Cass in the house, bringing another dance break to you and bringing to you some material that I've been really steeping in lately and feeling really passionate about and juiced up, and especially because Lilith, the archetype, the goddess that I'm speaking about today, is very much about passion and zeal and just, yes, like really being in tune with ourselves and just absolutely no holds barred going for it, basically. So, thank you for joining me. And yes, I'm a little nervous because, like, oh wow, like this feels big to me. But yeah, so rooting down. And I feel we could just have a little story time, because depending on where you come from, you might have a different idea of Lilith than I do, or maybe you just don't even know who she is. So here we are. Basically, Lilith is a character you find in the Bible, and she is generally considered to be a demoness, as the first wife of Adam, who basically like went AWOL, incorrigible woman, just would not, I don't know, participate is kind of like how it's portrayed. But really, when you really look at the story, it's like she understood herself as being an equal to Adam, but so she would not lie beneath him, basically. She was not prepared to be a subordinate and be told what to do and to be stuck in the house and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, she was just very rooted in I'm an equal, and I think I can decide for myself what to do in any given moment. And if you can't trust me to follow my own desires and impulses, then maybe we should go our separate ways. Because, like, it just wouldn't work with him saying, like, you need to lie beneath me. This is the way. She was basically rejected in that way. And she wasn't prepared to accept that smaller role. So she went away, and basically what she embodies is our primordial creative force. She's the first woman. She's creator goddess. And if she's not creating with her equal Adam, then she goes to the Red Sea and she creates demons. So she basically, if we take her as a symbol for like an overall societal level thing, she symbolizes our raw primal sexuality, sensuality, wildness, intuition, basically all that kind of like right brain, not linear oriented, not oriented towards like structure or control, just creative force in the moment, raw. So when we suppress that, it is inevitably going to come out in weird ways. And maybe we're noticing the weird ways that is coming out these days. I think so. So, yeah, I think so that's basically to reroute, reconnect. Lilith making demons in the story is essentially when we repress that wild primal sexuality. I mean, especially like in, I would say in Western culture, generally speaking, there's this general, on one level, like a suppression and a like not talking about sex. And then on the flip, there's just like the overt, like, pornography or just general perversions, and it's like such an extreme. and they come together. It's like, okay, we're gonna really shut it down and pretend like this doesn't exist. And because we're doing that, we have, monks doing unthinkable things with children, right? So, yeah. And then just to connect to women a little bit more in this dialogue, it's like, I we have been suppressed for far too long and told by society that it's best to play small, and how can I fill your needs, basically always be the one who is nourishing others, and that being the way that we define ourselves, where really when we choose ourselves, we choose to tune into that wild truth, that goodness that is right here in this moment, connect to our bodies. I think that's like our biggest power as women, is just, being able to be in our feelings and the way those feelings cross with sensation, and how much we can just really receive through that. And we give in this very interesting way. Like, we give light and we nourish others when we are really like grounded in our juiciness, when we are really loving up on ourselves. We are really letting our pelvis move and exploring and just delighting in this delicious moment and this delicious body, and just full on revelry, uncontained, letting passion take the wheel. I mean, for me, I find that I can never go wrong. Like, life just gets better and better the more that I embrace the moment, the more that I embrace the goodness, the more that I choose curiosity and exploration. And yummy, I am so yummy. Can you feel the yummy? And we can share that together, and it just gets bigger. So yeah, I may come back to Lilith and talk more, and as I deepen my understanding and my connection, because hey, maybe there's just that sweet spot of expressing her that I didn't quite tap today. But I'll leave it there for today. Basically, I think from what I've shared, like, that makes sense. That whole, like, when we embrace this woman in her wild, in her supreme creator force, and let her move through uncontained and just drinking it in, like, that is good. That is love. It's so much rejuvenation and life force there. Whereas when we deny her and we choose to enforce rules and expectations on this is how life should be, this is what we're supposed to do, and see how it just kind of like sucks the fun out of things, right? So that said, thinking of doing the song Sky Roarer from Deadova, and just like, how can we embrace that wild side, that primal, just delighting in ourselves, revelry. And what does she need today? What does she need to express? What is she feeling? Really tuning into that and letting it move, honoring it. And that could be like in so many ways. So yes, how is your Lilith showing up today? Let's see. All right. And also, okay, I wanted to say, she really is connected to that sacral chakra. our sexual center. So really inviting a lot of movement of the pelvis and the hips and gyrations and that kind of thing. Like that is where she lives, basically. So, all right. Sky Roar by Data Doba. Let's do this. Cool. All right. We all stirred up, feeling our aliveness. So good. Embracing that which we have been bracing against and not allowing out to play nearly enough. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get some water. I like how I was kind of in the shadows with the light cast behind me. Felt like, oh my gosh, like I only like positioned myself here about for a reason anyway. All right, I hope you enjoyed this because I was being blinded by the light over there, but things work out for a reason anyway. All right, I hope you enjoyed this and bringing more and more. You just wait. All right, see you next time.